The cry of balintawak occurred on August 26, 1896. The cry defined as the turning point when the Filipinos finally refused Spanish colonial dominion over the Philippine Islands. With tears in their eyes, the people as one man pulled out their cedulas and tore them into pieces.
At the close of August 1896, members of the Katipunan Secret Society, led by Andres Bonifacio, rose up in revolt somewhere in an area referred to as Caloocan, wider than the jurisdiction of present-day Caloocan City, which may have overlapped into present-day Quezon City. Originally, the term cry referred to the first clash between the Katipuneros and the civil guards. The cry could also refer to the tearing up of community tax certificates in defiance of their allegiance to Spain. The inscriptions of Viva la Independencia Filipina can also be referred as term for the cry. This was literally accompanied by patriotic shouts because of the competing accounts and ambiguity of the place where this event took place. The exact date and place of the cry is in contention, from 1908 until 1963. The official stance was that the cry occurred on August 26 in Balintawak. In 1963, the Philippines government declared a shift to August 23 in Pugad, Lawin, Quezon City.
Various accounts give differing dates and places for the cry of Pugad Lawin. An officer of the Spanish Guardia Civil, Lieutenant Lugario Diaz, stated that the cry took place in Balintawak on August 25, 1896. Historian Teodoro Calao, in his 1925 book, The Filipino Revolution, wrote that the event took place during the last week of August 1896 at Kangkong, Balintawak, Santiago Alvarez at Katipunero and son of Mariano Alvarez. The leader of the Mandiwang faction in Cavite stated in 1927 that the cry took place in Bahay Toro, now in Quezon City, on August 24, 1896. Payo Valenzuela, a close associate of Andres Bonifacio, declared in 1948 that it happened in Pugad, Lawin on August 23, 1896. Historian Gregorio Zaid stated in his book in 1954 that the cry happened in Balintawak on August 26, 1895. Fellow historian Teodoro Aguinzuelo wrote in 1956 that it took place in Pugad, Lawin on August 23. In 1896, based on Payo Valenzuela's statement, accounts by historians Milagros Guerrero, Emmanuel Encarnacion, and Raymond Villegas claim that the event to have taken place in Tandang Soras barn in Gulud, Barangay Banlat, Quezon City.
The term cry is translated from the Spanish El Grito de Rebellion, cry of rebellion, or El Grito for short. Thus, the Grito de Balintawak is comparable to Mexico's Grito de Dolores in 1810. However, the Grito de Rebellion strictly refers to a decision or call to revolt. It does not necessarily connote shouting, unlike the Filipino sigaw.
Cavite Mutiny. On January 20, 1872, about 200 Filipino military personnel of Fort San Felipe Arsenal in Cavite, Philippines, staged a mutiny which in a way led to the Philippine Revolution in 1896. The 1872 Cavite Mutiny was precipitated by the removal of long-standing personal benefits to the workers such as tax or tribute, and forced labor exemptions on order from the Governor General Rafael D. Izquierdo. Martyrdom of Dagamburza. The execution of the three Filipino priests Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora, who were linked by the Spanish friars as the mastermind of the Filipino insurgency in Cavite. There were prominent Filipino priests charged with treason and sedition. The Spanish clergy connected the priests to the mutiny as the part of conspiracy to stifle the movement of secular priests who desired to have their own parishes instead of being assistant to the regular friars. Foundation of the discovery of the KKK. After the disbandment of La Liga Filipina, some of its former members, spearheaded by Andres Bonifacio, established the kataas-taasang kagalang-galangang katipunan ng Anak ng Bayan o KKK with its goal of independence from Spain. The katipunan led by Andres Bonifacio started the revolution preceded by the cry of pugad, lawin.
The cry of the rebellion in the Philippines happened in August 1896. There's a lot of controversy puzzling the minds of the readers regarding the real place and date of this event. Some accounts pointing directly to the balintawak are associated with the cry. Lieutenant Olegario Diaz of the Spanish Civil Service Guard wrote in 1986 that the event happened in Balintawak, which corroborated the accounts of the historians Gregorio Zaid and Teodoro Calab. On the other hand, Teodoro Agoncillo based his accounts from the Peon of Valenzuela emphasized Pugad Lawin as a place where the cry happened.